What it do, Bloods? Back with a little Planet X news, man. Little lie. They gonna restrict this page soon, man. Yeah, they gonna restrict this soon. So anyways, I know everybody been seeing the two suns in the sky, man. Right? Two suns. Right? Well, I have here the Kolbrin Bible, right? So, I know, because TikTok, it's a lot of people on TikTok. So, y'all can't tell me that y'all ain't been seeing two sons, these videos that these people were sharing with these two sons. Some videos people sharing got 3 sons. Hell, I seen the video had 5 sons. Okay? So, anyway, this it's all real. So, you see it. Corbin Bible, see the sun, right? Check it out. So they say, this is the manuscripts right there. Ancient manuscripts right there. The book of manuscripts, right? So now peep what it says about the sun. Watch this. So they say, the doomsday, called the destroyer in Egypt, was seen in all the lands thereabout. They say in color it was a bright fury. They said in color it was bright and it was fury, and appearance and changing. Its appearance was changing and unstable. It twisted about itself like a coil, like water bubbling into a pool from an underground supply. And all men agree it was the most fearsome sight. It was not a great comet. Now listen, this is how you know it is an extra sun. This is how you know they gonna tell you that the sun is hiding it. All this information that you people is looking for is right here in these books. Now listen to what it says. It says, and all men agreed that it was the most fearsome sight. It was not a great comet or a loose end star, being more like a fiery body of flame, right? Then it goes on to say, its movement was high and was slow and low. It swirled in the manner of smoke and remained close to the sun. Listen, it whirled in the manner of smoke and it remained close to the sun, right? It remained close to the sun, whose face it hid. So the sun is hiding this thing, right? The sun is so bright, so big, that it's hiding it. But it's out there. They said it's right next to the sun. Who faced the sun hid, right? The sun is hiding this thing, but it's coming around, right? Some people catching it. Back then, a lot didn't catch it, but some people is catching this thing now. That's all that matters, right? Don't let the media fool y'all and try to, oh, that's the sun simulator. Nah, the sun simulator is in front of the sun, right? Blocking the sun, because the sun is probably not that close. It's like in front of it. The sun, the extra sun that you guys are seeing, the extra sun that you guys are seeing is Planet X. Okay? The second sun, this thing, not a book, right? I've been studying this thing for years. We ain't even got to go into this. This is the Planet X and the Kolbrin Bible connection, right? Then we got the arrival of Planet X. So y'all see, don't sit here and say y'all don't see these videos floating around this internet of these two suns, right? Don't say, bro, dish that book. Listen, even if you show these people, this is how ignorant people is today. Even if they seen it with their own eyes, they still won't understand. Okay? Now this book is 3,000 years old. Okay, the second sun ain't real, right? Check it out. You getting weather patterns you never seen, right? Never seen. All in these books. I ain't finna sit out here and break it down because I came on here to talk to you guys today, but I can come and talk. You seeing the weather patterns, man. You see the little flip. All the weather patterns is the earth. She beginning to move. It's the Bible calls it birth pains, right? This thing in the Bible, I don't even want to go into it in the Bible, because it in the Bible has a lot to do with the Caucasian nations. Okay? It is the destroyer of the Gentiles. That's why the nations have begun to turn against each other. In a minute, they will begin to invade each other. Okay? I don't want to make this note. This ain't got nothing to do with race or nothing, but we can open these books. We can pull out all the Bibles, all the books y'all want to pull out. We can pull these things out. Okay? Everything that is going on right now has to do with judgment. This thing has come to purify the earth, right? And a lot of people don't want to admit this, but a lot of people believe in God, right? This is what I don't understand, right? How do you believe in God and you don't believe in the word? Because the word is God. This is what I don't understand. If you never got to, listen, check this out. This is common sense and this is simple for anybody to understand. If you never got to know the word, you never got to know God. No matter what you think in your heart, no matter what you believe, no matter what you've been taught, if you never got to know the word, you never got to know God, because the word is God. The word ain't nothing but prophecy and things to come. The word ain't nothing but faith. Something that you believe in. The God that you're searching for is within you. It's on you to believe. That's the divine spirit is way bigger than any man, bigger than any power, bigger than anything you can believe in. So all this you sitting back waiting on the God to come and get you, crack the sky, all that shit don't even make sense. You ask yourself this. You ask yourself the things that you sitting back and you waiting on, because if only you opened up these books yourself, you will see the truth. You will find the truth. That's why it literally tells you to study to show thyself approval. Is that not making sense to y'all? Why would you go to a church, sit in church, turn to page such and such? This man is a sermon pastor preaching sermons when it's supposed to be precept upon precept. Little here and a little there. There's no way you take one verse from the Bible, sit here and talk about it, make the whole world believe in sin, all this and that, then take tithes at the end. This is where all the confusion come in at, because it's precept upon precept, little here and a little there. This is the only way that this is going to make sense. Because if everybody's saying the same shit, everybody, I'm talking about Matthew, John, Mark, Luke, all these are different people, different times. They all saying the same shit. That's why he said precept upon precept, little here and a little there. Because it's going to make sense as you go deeper into the word and you get the understanding and the knowledge that of yourself, because only you can decide what's true to you. That's why when people get on here and they be, oh man, such and such, such and such. I know my truth. I accepted what I believe in. It's on you. What do you believe? Who taught you? Where did you get your God from? Huh? Where did you learn the things that you learned? Have you been taught? Did you read? Did you study? Because you cannot study with having one book. This is not studying. So where did you learn the things that you learned? Right? Did you become Muslim off of your father being Muslim? Did you go study to figure out what a real Muslim was? A Christian? Or whatever you may be. Right? Because you cannot study with one book. And if you, no matter who you is, where you coming from, if you so-called believe in the Most High, and you never read the word, your belief don't even matter. Because how you gonna say something you ain't even opened this thing up for yourself? You going off of what you've been taught. You might as well be a animal or something. Anybody can tell you anything. When I come to y'all and I tell you, I don't tell you anything. I try to share things with y'all, right? I mean, just look at what I've been saying. Just look at what's going on, man. Look around you. It'll be people come on here, see these two suns. They'll see it with their own. They'll see the sun, a cloud will block out the sun, and you will see like an LED light. Then you will see some more. People seeing this with their own eyes. So who am I to argue with something that you were seeing with your own eyes? Now, if you are seeing this shit with your own eyes, right? And we got a book that's over 3,000 years old. These manuscripts over 3,000 years old. They talking about Noah. They talking about Pharaoh and killing his son. These people was talking about the same shit that you are talking about in these holy Bibles. Same shit, right? So they said that this thing is coming up with the sun. We already knew that. We already knew that it was coming up in the east and it's going down on the west. You can see it coming up in the morning because of how how they saying it's looking, right? Check it out. They saying it's red. It's like it got a ruddy glow to it. It's hidden by the face of the sun. Okay, it is hidden by the face of the sun. They say its movement is hot. Its movements on high were low and slow. They say it swirled in a manner of smoke, and it remained close to the sun, whose face it hid. There was a bloody redness about it, which changed as it passed along in its course. It caused death and destruction in its rising and in its setting. This is what's happening. As above, so below. As it get closer, man will go into destruction. The land will go into famine. The land will dry up, right? There's storms coming, tsunamis, earthquakes, volcanoes. All of this shit is coming that you hear about in your Bible, the day of the Lord, because of the pollution in the earth. It's the pollution. And if y'all don't believe me, right, the hurtful works have been, this is the King James Bible, Apocrypha. Missing books, right? There's nothing coming to the earth but destruction. That's it. Their hurtful works have been fulfilled, right? And if you don't believe me, here's it right here. He says, chapter 15, right, verse 1, second Esdras. He says, behold, speaking to the heirs of my people, the words of the prophecy, which I will put into their mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written on paper. This is what I'm saying. If you don't know the Lord, if you don't know the word, how do you know God? From your family? Your mother can't save your soul. Your grandmama can't save your soul. You don't know God just off of what you think you know. You got to pick up and get to learn this, get to know, ask for wisdom, understand it, pray. Because at your darkest hour and at your darkest time, you better believe that's who you're going to call. I don't give a damn who God is or what it is. That's something that you're going to call on in that time. You'll see. But anyway, they said, behold, speaking to thou heirs of my people, the words of the prophecy, which is something to come true. Speaking to the heirs of my people, the words of the prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written on paper. He said, for they are faithful and true. Fear not, right? Everybody that come on here talking crazy, all this, that shit, it's something for you. You're going to self-destruct. The land is going to kill you, if not the mind of men, which you will be killed by your own brother. You are going to go down in destruction by yourself, by the hands of your own. It's true. They say, fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right? So come on. Talk all you want. Say what's not true and say what is. Because, just check it out. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right? There's nothing good coming to this world. There's no blessing coming. Y'all can let the pastors on TikTok lie to you all they want to. Y'all can let the spiritual TikTok lie to you all they want to. Right now, money means nothing. Right now, money means nothing. Right? Besides paying your bills and shit. Because even a rich man gonna go down in destruction. So they said, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. They said, sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. That's all that matters. That's all that matters right there. Their hurtful works are fulfilled. There's nothing else coming to this world, right? So with their hurtful works being fulfilled, right? There's this day, right, where the Lord talks about touching all the face on the earth like a storm. Like a storm. Floods, tsunami. Your end of the world is through natural disaster, man. If it ain't by the hands of your own brother. That's your end of the world. Because the earth never ends. Okay? The earth is a living cell that never ends. That produces life. It never ends. Right? The world is the people. There was a world before this world. There was a world before this world. Okay, so understand. The Most High said, Jeremiah 25:32. Disaster will soon spread from nation to nation. How is this going to happen? This means there's not one nation on this earth. And if y'all don't see it with your own eyes right now, everybody is getting a little taste of what's going on. You got a little flood here, a little flood there, a little flood over here, a little flood over there. You got droughts. You got all type of weird shit. Okay, just pay attention, because it's the patterns. That's why the internet is here in these times, and all this shit is here in these times. These are tools that you can use for bad or you can use for good. It's on you, man. But they say disaster will soon spread from nation to nation. They will come like a powerful storm to all faraway places on earth, right? But how is this going to happen? How is this going to happen? They say the destroyer, right? The destroyer. You can go get your Bible, pick this up. Because what they talking about here is the destroyer. That's what they call it, okay? So evidently these people knew each other. They knew something, because they calling it the same thing, okay? So this is Jeremiah. He said the destroyer will come against every town. Not one town will escape this. He said the Lord said this will happen, right? So that's the destroyer, right? What do they call this thing in the kolbrin Bible? What do they call it? They say the doom shape called the destroyer. Let me show y'all this. The doomsday shape called the destroyer, right? So those people from the Holy Bible and those people from the kolbrin Bible were on the same damn page. They talking about the same thing. So this destroyer, what is this destroyer that they talking about, right? They said the destroyer in Egypt was seen in all the lands thereabout. The color was bright and fiery. They say its appearance changing and unstable. It twisted itself like a coil, like water bubbling into a pool. They say it's underground supply. Some shit in a pool in the underground supply. All men agree that it was the most fearsome sight, and it was not a great comment. Listen, this is how you, thanks for the everything that y'all sending. This is how you know that they talking about a body like a planet or something. They said it was not a great comet. They let you know it's not no comet. They say it was not a lucent star, being more like a fiery body of flame, right? Then they go on to say its movement on high were low. They say below it swirled in a manner of smoke and remained close to the sun. Now listen, it remained close to the sun. This is why you can't go out and just look at it. But people know it's out there. They even tell you that people gonna have the feeling that something is dark and gloomy coming. Like people knew something was coming, but they just didn't know. They didn't have the mind to understand what was coming, right? This thing for to flip the whole earth. It's for to tilt the earth. It's finna tilt the earth, literally. It's a pole shift. This is exactly what it's causing. A polar shift. They know it. That's what they call it. But in the Bible, they call it the day of the Lord, right? So then they say it remained close to the sun who face it hid, right? So the sun is hiding this thing from us. They said it remained close to the sun whose face it hid. But some people walking out there with their phones and they catching it. Look, 2 suns in the sky, y'all. I caught 2. Not even understanding. Man don't got the mind to understand. This is your salvation. Is that there? That when they asked Jesus, how will we know that these are those signs? He said you would look to the sky, to the moon, to the sun, and the stars for the signs of this times. It's a double sun in the sky, y'all. What is that? They can't hide it now. We got manuscripts telling us it looked like a lucent comet or a star. But that ain't what it was. It hit it right here. It remained close to the sun whose face it hid. There was a bloody redness about it, which changed as it passed along its course. In it, right, mentally, y'all, in with natural disaster. It said it caused death and destruction in its rising and in its setting. It swept the earth with a gray cinder rain, right? Where's all these floods coming from? It said it swept the earth with a great cinder rain and caused many plagues and hunger and other evils. It bit at the skin of man and beast until they became malted with swords. Now y'all look at what's going on, man. Where's all these little floods and shit coming from? You got the second sun out there in the sky. Don't act like y'all don't know this shit is here. Don't act, because if you got the eyes to see, you got the ears to hear. Y'all know this shit is here. Then we go into these books, right, that has nothing to do with the Kolbrin Bible. Planet X and its arrival, right? What is happening with our sun? There's something setting our sun off right now. X flares, M flares, C flares, right? We got all this going on. Well, as you can see in this book right here, they talks about that. What do they talk? What do that say right there? The EMP effect in Planet X, right? Then what does that say right there? Classification of solar flares. Why are solar flares at an all-time high? Y'all don't know this because y'all ain't studying. Y'all don't know this because y'all on the internet doing way more than what even got to be done. Now listen, solar flares at an all-time high. What do y'all think the solar storms and shit coming from? Where y'all think this shit is coming from? I didn't write these books, right? So this thing said its arrival, like it came back into the solar system in 2017, right? So they said between 2015 and 2025, we will begin to see the effects of this thing. Them call it global warming. It's a hoax. They say it in here. They say global warming is a hoax. They knew this thing was coming from the 80s. Look, I'm going to go into it right here. I know a lot of y'all know who Jesse Ventura is because I've been up on Jesse Ventura. Yeah, the governor. I know a lot of y'all know who he is. Thanks for the flout to roses. But check it out, right? They say the highest impact of solar flares normally experienced are X-class flares. M-class flares have a tenth of energy, and C-class flares have a tenth of an X-class ray flux seen in an M-class flare. The powerful M and X-class flares are often associated. Right around this time, we wasn't even having these. They knew that we having this shit every day. Now listen, they say the powerful M-class and X-class flares are often associated with a variety of facts of the near Earth. They say space environment. Y-class exists, however, right? They said Y-class, we wasn't even having these then. We're having them now. You think I'm playing? Go look it up, man. Go look up what's going on with the sun. We are having these now. Is this a coincidence? Okay, we put all this together, right? We put all these books together. Do we get a coincidence? Check it out. They say the Y class exists, however, they are more off the charts. They say in this section, we'll discuss how Planet X will create these flares in effects on the Earth. How long ago was this book written? Do y'all not see what's going on with the sun? Okay. The book is accurate. Who wrote this? I don't even know who wrote it. I'm gonna tell you. His name is David Mead, right? So that's who wrote the book. Now I'm finna show y'all. Let me show y'all something. Because y'all can play with this and think it's a game, but they know that they call it global warming. So whether you want to believe me, you ain't got to. You believe in global warming, right? You don't believe them, right? You believe in global warming. You see the sun. You see the shit getting hot and all that. The land starting to dry up. The famine is on the rise. Y'all don't even know. When the land started to dry up and shit, don't y'all know that spring up all types of bugs and locusts and diseases and... Okay, here we go right here. They say the magnetic poles have been shifting towards Russia at this rate over 40 miles per year. Now, this was way back when they written this motherfucking book. Now, listen. They say, but when Planet X arrives, the physical pole will shift, creating a variety of tsunamis, right? They know what's creating a pole shift. Listen, this is real, right? I don't even need this Bible. I don't even need this book. They telling us they self, right? So they say, but when Planet X arrives, the physical poles will shift, creating a variety of tsunamis and hyper-earthquakes of never seen or before experienced in that magnitude, and shifting the landmass, right? So we finna have, this is why I keep telling y'all, be on the lookout for mass openings of the earth, like what they call them, sinkholes. Be on the lookout for whole streets, mudslides, all that shit. Be on the lookout. Be looking. You got the eye to see, because it's coming. It's here already. It's here. It just ain't hit this side of the earth because Planet X over there, it's closer to China and all that. That's why they getting the red skies and all that shit over there, because it's going around the sun. But on certain, when it's coming around, it's closer on certain parts of the earth. And they feeling it, Pakistan, all that, they getting more afflicted than we are. But it's getting closer. So know that these things are coming to a land near you, right? So they say, in this section, we will examine the sun states of California, Arizona, and Florida, and how they will be affected. They said we'll look at Colorado, and we'll also examine one area of the U.S., which is the prime location for survival. They say California is composed of rock plates. When the rock composed, it breaks. And you'll see the crumbling of the rocks as it mash and pass upwards. They say the West Coast will have major catastrophic changes. They say which will combine a proportion of tidal waves and they will assault the coastline. They say high hurricane force winds will erode the coast. Earthquakes will occur on the fault lines. They say volcano activity will erupt over the pools of magma. They say forest fires caused by volcano explosions and severe lightning storms will spread throughout the region. Y'all, what's going on in this place, right? They will spread throughout the region, right? They say California is highly dangerous. They say the primary long-term danger in riding out the shifts will be for those who are living near the boundaries of the plates. They say the cities without mountains and backdrops will be washed out to sea, so get ready. They say whole cities. They say the cities without mountains and backdrops will be washed out to sea. Right? Yeah, the earth is flat for real. It's like a flat, but it still has a circle dome over it though. The dome is circle. That's what they don't explain. When they explain that the earth is flat, the dome is circle. That's what makes the earth look like a circle, because of the dome over it, right? They talks about all that. Y'all ain't hear about the crack in the man, listen, man, y'all better go do some research, man. All this shit is coming true, right? So they say the West Coast will have a major catastrophic change, which will be combined with proportion. They say tidal waves will assault the coastline. High hurricane force winds will erode the coast. Earthquakes will occur on the fault lines, which is happening right now. Right now, they say earthquakes will occur on the fault lines. Volcano activity will erupt over pools of magma. They say forest fires caused by volcano explosions and severe lightning storms will spread throughout the region. They say California is highly dangerous. The primary long-term danger in riding out the shifts will be for those who are living near the boundary plates. Cities without mountains as backdrops will be washed out to sea. Very high-level quakes will create broken gas and water lines. Shows will ensure, right? They say San Francisco is situated on the San Andreas-related fault lines. A lot of the population will be trapped. So San Andreas, a lot of them go die. San Andreas is situated on the San Andreas-related fault lines. A lot of the population will be trapped. Water will overflow the city. Survival will be at a minimum. Do y'all hear this? Survival will be at a minimum. Do they telling you about your own destruction that's coming? This was way before the volcanoes got to waking up or anything. They know what they looking at. They studying this shit. They telling you, listen. Then we go over here, right? The Vatican. The Vatican own satellites, big ass telescopes and shit, the size of houses and shit, all over the world, right? They got one here in Tucson, Arizona, right? So they say the Vatican is a very strange business, right? The Vatican is a very strange business. This is what this guy is saying. He said it owns a large binocular telescope, LBT, in Arizona on Mount Graham near Tucson. They say it is near infrared telescope. You need an infrared telescope. You need to use infrared to clearly see this thing. It will literally show you the sun right here and planet X right here. They know it. They've been looking at it for years. Right? So then they go on to say, the cover story is that they are looking for extrasolar planets and advanced alien intelligence. It is reported that the instrument is chilled to below 213 Celsius or 315 Fahrenheit. They say to allow to conduct near-infrared observations. They say Planet X is, of course, a dwarf star, binary twin to our sun, and can best be observed in this spectrum. Told you need infrared to see it, right? They say, why all of this interest by the Vatican, right? Why they got so much interest in the sky, right? They say, what are they really interested in? It is reported by Father, they giving names, listen, they giving names, all right? This ain't no bullshit. They dropping names. They giving receipts in this shit. They say, it is reported by Father Malachi, the Vatican insider, that he knew about an inbound planet, which is called, they said, which would cause destruction of millions of people. He said that it would look like a red cross in the sky when it appeared. He had indicated it will appear between 2015 and 2025. They say the exact date is a secret, hidden in the archives of the Vatican, right? Now listen to this. If y'all think this shit is a game, right? He dropping names, nigga. He said, in an interview with Art Bell on a national radio, Father Martin, now all this took place without none of y'all even knowing. This already happened in the past. This shit is real. They say, and yes, the earth has a dome over it, right? But the magnetic field is getting weak. The earth has a dome on it, but it's getting weak, y'all. Then y'all hear about, y'all hear how that's what's opened up to let the water in to flood the earth, to the first creation being destroyed. Right? The waters came, they said, then the skies opened up and the waters fell in, right? So this is the thing that rolls back like a scroll. That dome y'all speak of, that's the scroll that rolls back. Is y'all not listening? Okay. It's being weakened right now. So then it goes on to say, right? Father Malachi was a professor of Pinnacle Biblical Institute of the Vatican, right? So they dropping names. They giving receipts. They say he was known to have criticized the Vatican for not releasing the full content of the third secret of Fatima. I don't know who Fatima is. I know a chick named Fatima on my Facebook. But yeah, they say releasing the full content of the third secret of Fatima. This presumption has become that the Vatican didn't want the facts known about wormwood. Who is wormwood? Ain't wormwood in the Bible? Ain't wormwood in the Bible? Okay. Well, wormwood is traveling with this thing, right? Why y'all think they said the rainwater is no longer drinkable? Red iron oxide. No rainwater is no longer drinkable. Y'all ain't see that? Y'all ain't see the memo? Oh, okay. Keep acting like y'all stupid, like y'all don't see the red ruddy glow coming up with the sun and going down with the sun. Keep acting like y'all stupid, man. Why y'all think they tried to make fucking what's the name to throw it off? They trying to throw us in a whole nother timeline, but they can't stop what God got planned. They trying to throw us in a whole nother. They been had this thing on the whole time. It's still on right now. The fucking thing over there, yeah, it's on. But they ain't create no portal because they can't stop what the Most High got planned. They got it on and the thing's still coming towards the earth. It's still coming. They're like, damn, we haven't switched timelines, y'all. We switching timelines mentally, not physically. You wake up in the same bed you went to sleep in. Now keep playing like you stupid. You wake up in the same bed you went to sleep in. You might switch your timeline mentally. You ain't switching it physically because can't nobody stop what the Most High got planned. You better believe that. So then they go on to say, right? They say in an interview with Art Bell on national radio, Father Martin was asked why the Vatican was so deeply involved in exploration of the deep space. He responded because mentality is amongst those who has the highest level of the Vatican administration and the geopolitics. Sorry about that. Know what's going on in space or what is approaching us. Another the Vatican insider stated that the Graham observation is used to study anomalous celestial bodies approaching the Earth. So he like, I don't know what the fuck they talking about, but that ain't used for no alien technology. That's used to see what the fuck is coming towards us. They know about wormwood. They called it wormwood. Look, I'm gonna show y'all what they call this thing right here. What they say right there? Wormwood. Nigga, they know. Go see where you get wormwood from. Besides, who was that? Matilda Daddy? Wormwood, right? Now listen. So they say he compared it to what the CIA did in one of the secret eyes, also known as the Twin Hubble. It is called a Skyhole 12 or Keyhole 12. He stated that during the Alaskan radio telescope monitoring of deep space probe. What? What'd you say? Oh. Threw me off, man. Anyway, it's real, right? It's starting to get hot in here, man. But anyway, so it's real. So we get back to the Kolbrin Bible, right? Where the Kolbrin Bible was telling us that this thing is coming up with the sun and it's going down with the sun, right? So we looking at all the weather patterns that we have, y'all. Some of us, it's so hard to explain about the earth birth pains and what it is without even recognizing that the earth right now is, this book says that, like, the earth was crying out and shit. Like, y'all, I really wish everybody could just go order the fucking book, man. Let me get back to the front beginning. It says that, like, you know, the earth is crying out right now. You know what I'm saying? Because of the earthquakes and shit like that. It's birth pains going on and shit, right? Then we getting the signs for preparedness, because they tell us that not everyone died and all this and that shit. You just got to open the book and see it with your own eyes, man. But we getting the signs with the small weather patterns. Like, it's small right now. You get a little flood here, a little flood there, but you got to understand that these things is going to get big. Same places. It's going to all hit the same places, because it's warning come before destruction. So everywhere you seeing this stuff happen, it's going to be bigger. It's going to get greater. It's going to get greater. It's going to get way worse than what it is. You can sad to see, but we're going to witness a lot of death here on this earth while these alignments and stuff is taking place, because as above, so below. So man will be crazed. It said that man was crazed out of their mind, right? As this thing, hold on, let me show y'all. So as the thing come up and as it go down every day, this thing is causing destruction, whether it's through the mind or whether it's through natural disaster. As it come in, it's giving us the signs, what those back in the day will call of the times. So it says, they say it caused death and destruction in its rising and in its setting. It swept the earth with great cinder rain. With a gray cinder rain, right? Rain. Where's all these fucking floods coming from? It swept the earth with a gray cinder rain, caused many plagues and hunger and other evils. It bit at the skin of man and beast until they became malted with sores. Right? So as this thing come in, man, we go see many plagues. Okay? We go see many floods. All right? Because that's what it says. That's what this thing is saying. For those of y'all that don't really understand, they say, now, this is what I really didn't want to get in, but I'm going to get into it. I'm going to just read just a little bit, right? It's called the Kolbrin Bible. They say, the people spoke of the God of the slaves. And reckless man said, if we knew where this God were to be found, we would sacrifice to him. But the God of the slaves was not among them. He was not to be found within the swamplands of the brick pits. His manifestation was in the heavens for all men to see. But they did not see with understanding, nor would he said, nor would any God listen. For all were dumb because of the hypocrisy of men. Right? So they talking about, when you go into this, when you go deep into this, they talk about Pharaoh, his son. They talk about Moses, the ark. You know what I'm saying? So we got a little bit of information with the Bible going with this. Well, a lot. It's a lot, right? So then they go on. It's the book is big, man. The book is huge. Okay, the book is big book. All right, big. You know, it's called the Kolbrin Bible. But then I got this other book to like kind of break it down for me too. You know what I'm saying? Which was Planet X and the Kolbrin Bible connection, right? Planet X, which is Planet X, the thing that's out there, and this book connection, right? I didn't say the Bible was before this book, but the Bible in this book is stating some of the same things, right? The Bible speaks of the destroyer in wormwood, okay? The Bible speaks, I'm gonna show you something about the Bible that describes Planet X, right? So they say in Revelation, right? This Revelation is 12, 1 to 9, right? They say, and then a great wonder appeared in heaven. Now you gotta listen, because parables and syllables is the only thing that the Bible is full of. It's not nothing that you can just look at and just understand it. But you got to pray for understanding and because it will sound like a fairy tale to you, but it's something totally way different. It got to do with the constellation, the moon, the stars, all that shit. It's got to do with a lot of all that. You know what I'm saying? These beings that you hear about from these books and these Bibles ain't nothing but celestial beings. All right? But anyway, they say, and then a great wonder appeared in heaven. There was a woman, right? You hear how they say that Planet X has our son, listen, our son, sister. Our Planet X has our son's sister traveling with it. That's the key word, right? Sister. There was a great woman who was clothed with the sun, right? They say the moon was positioned under her feet. The dark sister had a crown of 12 stars. The stars is the things that's traveling with it, right? Because they say that is Planet X, our son's sister, and then it's like 12 other comets with it, which have wormwood with it, which supposed to hit the earth, something like, they say like 2029 or something. They've been knowing about this for years. Y'all gotta look into this. That's why we starting to see more of all these fireballs and getting all this information about fireballs and shit. They be, 55 fireballs hit the earth last night. Like, what the fuck? I never heard of that. But anyway, so they go on to say the woman was clothed with the sun. Right? So we know that this woman that's clothed with the sun is a celestial being. It's a celestial being. When they talk like this, the woman and all this, and it's clothed with it ain't no regular woman that's up there with the sun, man. Get that out y'all head, man. Damn, this is not kindergarten, man. It's another celestial being that's traveling with the sun, who have 12 crowns above her, which are 12 other comets above her head, right? They say the moon was positioned under her feet. Our dark sister had a crown of 12 stars on her head, escorted, orbiting her celestial body. This is the book breaking it down, right? So, our dark sister has 12 comets escorting her celestial body, right? And they got proof of this. They see this. They know this out there. They seeing this with these telescopes. They like, damn, they know, right? How y'all think these people was able to line up these pyramids and shit like that, the alignments and all that? What you think they was doing this for? What made them, gave them all that energy and all this shit to build these things for certain reasons for the line? They was trying to figure out when these alignments and shit get to start to happen, they know that this thing was returning. Because a lot of them people didn't die, man. So then they go on to say, Then another wonder appeared in heaven. There was a giant celestial red dragon. The dragon is Planet X. Our sun's sister is the dwarf star. That's our sun's sister. The dragon, who wings sweep, or it go from one end of the earth even to the other. Right? Now y'all heard this in this book, it tells us that. So Planet X has, I'm gonna show y'all the picture. They got a picture in here. Show y'all this picture real quick, man. I already showed it to y'all plenty times, man. I'm gonna show it to y'all one more time. They got plenty of pictures in this book though. But they got how it look like as far as where's that? Show y'all how this thing look, man. Okay, this is how it look, right? This is why they call it the dragon, because it got wings on it. Got wing from that side to that side, right? Then they got another little picture. They got even ancient stones. Remember how they say how the moon is positioned under her feet? This is her right there, right? Look, Planet X, right there, the moon under her feet. The sun, right? Our dark sister, right there, dark star, our dark sister. The sun, that's the two suns you see. Planet X in the middle, right? That's right there. And the queen been dead. For those of y'all that didn't know, man, queen died like last year. Y'all think they gonna really come out and tell y'all the queen died the same day? They been putting shit in order, man, putting their shit in place. Queen been dead. But anyway, sinking of Atlantis. This thing sunk Atlantis, right? They got everything in these books, man. I'm gonna show y'all this little Noah's flood, right? I got Noah's flood. Noah's in here. But here is it right here. There it is. See that? Them the stars on the head. This is the debris trail. It runs all the way around. All the way around from one end of the earth even until the other. And it's full of nothing but fire and brimstone. That's the debris trail. Remember how God talks about in the Bible that the earth will be thrown into the lowest pits of hell, and how how it will rain fire and brimstone down on the earth. Remember how the Bible talks about that, right? The day of the Lord, right? The day of the Lord. In Isaiah, I believe, the day of the Lord. That's what that is, right? Remember how he said the earth was go wobble like a drum, right? Remember, y'all remember that? I don't. All right now. But anyway, so here is it. Then the dawning of man saw the awesome sight. There riding a great black billowing cloud came the destroyer. Now, what do Jeremiah call this thing? Jeremiah called this thing in the King James Bible, he called it where is it? The destroyer. Right there. Jeremiah chapter 25, he called it the destroyer, right? So in these ancient tablets, they called it the destroyer. So anyway, then with the dawning of men saw the awesome sight of the destroyer riding a great black rolling cloud. Came the destroyer, newly released from the confines of the sky vaults. Remember how they say, oh, but it's a dome over the sky. Told y'all, what y'all think they talking about when they say that the sky was rolled back like a scroll? Is y'all goofy or nobody listening, right? Is nobody listening, or people just, a lot of people don't even read. They just, go off of what they hear and shit. A lot of people don't do no studying, man. But anyway, they say, there riding a black rolling cloud came the destroyer, newly released from the confines of the sky vaults, right? Like a vault from the sky vaults, right? And she raged about the heavens, for it was her day of judgment. Remember the day of the Lord? Y'all remember the day of the Lord, right? The beast with her. Who was the beast with her? The beast with her opened its mouth and belched forth fire and hot stones. Remember how Most High said it was going to rain down fire and brimstone? Yeah, all right. They say, the beast with her opened its mouth and belched forth fire and stone and a vile smoke. And they give you a picture of it. Who is this beast with her? Right? Then they go on to say, I want y'all to understand something that y'all are living. I want y'all to see something that y'all are living, man. So we had a polar shift before. They tell you about these polar shifts. They said nature had been altered at a period of time, at a period of the universal deluge, right? They said we only had 360 days in a year. Our last pole shift gave us 5 extra days. He say nature been altered at a period of time of the universal deluge. In those days, also before the year of the great deluge that carried away the Atlanteans, right? What happened to the Atlanteans, right? They know what happened to them. They say and changed the face of the whole world. Y'all want to know how these little continents got broke up and shit? They try to tell us. Remember how we was growing up in school? They try to tell us it's from earthquakes and shit all through time and shit. They spread apart and shit. Oh, this continent was on this continent. It was all together. Yeah, I remember that shit. So anyway, they say the earth. They say in those days, also before the deluge that carried away the Atlanteans and changed the face of the whole earth, because of the earth on its exit became inclined. And now, natural question. Who could have informed Enoch? Like told Enoch, right? That's why they don't want y'all to have the book of Enoch and shit, right? So who could have informed Enoch, right? So then they say of the powerful vision that the earth could occasionally incline her axis, right? They know the earth could occasionally flip, like, tilt, like that's how how you think the earth shaped like a drum? When the Bible talk about the earth wobbling like a drum. Y'all think the earth didn't got a drum? That's what they took, the earth wobbling like a drum, right? Then they go on to say, the days of the years were shortened, and the times of all things were altered. The seasons were turned around, right? That's what's happening now. Y'all better pay attention. A year seemed like 9. Y'all don't see how these years fly? Man, I swear I just went to work, right? Went to work. Damn, I got 3-day weekend and shit. That went by. Went back to work Monday. Now I'm on vacation again. Like, what the fuck? Like, the time is flying so fast, yo. I'm talking about every day it seems like I'm getting another check. Like, get a check. Waiting on it. I'm for real. Like, listen, time is flying fast, right? So they say the days of the years were shortened. Telling y'all, a year feel like 9 months right now. Y'all don't see this. Y'all don't feel this shit. The days of the years were shortened, and the times of all things altered, right? Then they say 4 times the stars have moved to new positions, and twice the sun has appeared to change his direction of his journey, right? So twice we done had a polar shift. They say twice the destroyer has struck earth, and 3 times the heavens have opened up and shut. So when y'all hear about the heavens opening up like a scroll, don't take it as no fairy tale. What y'all think the magnetic field is and all that? What scroll is they talking about? What do y'all honestly think these people were talking about? Man, the magnetic field has gotten weak. The scrolls is opening, y'all. Y'all don't even want to believe. But you gonna believe. You gonna see something. It's gonna wake you way up. When the streets and shit, backyards get to opening up, swallowing you hear such and such got swallowed by a sinkhole, mudslides and shit. Then wiped out whole families and all. It's coming. It's here. I mean, it's here. It's here. It's only so long. We got the birth pains right now. The little floods and shit. Little flood here, little flood there, little flood there, little earthquakes, ripples and shit. We got the little birth pains. But when she get closer and closer, man. Telling you, destruction from natural disaster you ain't never seen in your life. Ain't nothing more powerful than the destruction that's coming on this earth as far as with the family. You heard what they said? What they say? They say it caused death, destruction in its rising and in its settings. It swept the earth with great cinders of rain and caused many plagues and hunger and other evils, right? It caused many plagues. Now listen. Because the famines and the plagues is coming. Y'all want to know how they know? Listen to what this book tell you. This book was written so long ago, and guess what it's talking about? Look, let me show y'all something, man. Y'all got to see this with y'all own eyes. Look what that say right there, y'all. Look what that say? Tsunamis, food shortage. What do that say? What do that? Come on now, man. They know what's happening. This thing gonna cause all of this famine and destruction because they know this. So they know famine, death, and destruction is coming to the land. To the land, y'all. So listen. Before, find out in your home, find out is your home in a danger area, y'all. They telling you all this, right? Disaster supplies to have on hand. Flashlight, extra batteries, portable battery, operated radio, and extra batteries. First aid kit, and a manual. Emergency food and water. Now they telling you all of this in these books, y'all. And why are they telling you this? Because the arrival of Planet X and the natural disaster to come. The natural disaster to come. Y'all can believe it. Y'all ain't got to believe it. But look around, right? Look around. Look at the floods. Look at the weird weather. If this shit is not true, right? If they not true, then how the fuck did they know that we was going to have all of this go on before it even started? Before all of this even started, right? How did they know that this was coming? Because they seen Planet X. They've been studying it. They watching it right now. They literally watching this thing right now. The two suns in the sky, you ain't tripping. Y'all ain't tripping. Yeah, it's out there. They know it's out there, man. That's why they put the sun simulator out there to help brighten the sun, to help try to blind the naked eye so you can't see it. But with infrared light, with the infrared, you can see it. Okay, so the name, you want to know the names of all my books? I got a few books in here. All type of shit. I'll try to let y'all know the name of some of these books and shit before I even. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with this is one of the main ones you need. That's the Apocrypha, right? So then we got Planet X and the 2017 arrival, right? Then we got Planet X and the Kolbrin Bible connection, right? Then we got the Kolbrin Bible, right there, right? Then we got the Holy Bible, 1611. Then we got the undeniable proof. I just all the Russian icons, all the black Israelites, proof, facts, real pictures, all that. Well, copies of real pictures and shit, All of them, though. All of them. Undeniable. Right there. Like that. The Black Man, Father, Civilization, and Biblical History. Hiding the Hebrew Israelites, so, America's hiding the Hebrew Israelites. We got the ancient black Hebrews, Abraham and his family. We got the eyeballs, amazing revelations and facts, right? We got the Valley of the Dry Bones by Rudolph Winster. We got the Roman Empire of the Edomites. We got from Babylon to Timbuktu. We got the heritage, the Hebrew heritage of Black Africa. We got, sorry about that, the Portuguese in West Africa, 1451 to, what's that, 1670. We got, my favorite, because a lot of these, what we see and we recognize, they come on our shit and they, brainwashed, this and that. Listen, they won't get mad because we know everything now. You know what I'm saying? At first they knew everything, but now we know everything. But this is one of the greatest. If you don't have this in your home, this will teach you, how to recognize what this guy is right here, Adrian, whoever these people is, and all that. I don't need a man and all that. You gonna see exactly where all that shit came from. Okay. Oh, another great one. Tanakh. You know what I'm saying? It's great. Bam. before the Mayflower. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, man. So this another good one, man. Before the Mayflower, man. I got the We Are the Black Jews too, man. I got plenty of shit. But this is a great one, man. I know y'all, you know, for y'all that's on here that be talking crazy, y'all don't want me to open this. Y'all be coming on here. Thanks for the keys, whatever. I think that's the key, mic or something. But yeah, man. Y'all see some shit up out of here? Y'all, if I read some shit up out of here, man, look at that, man. Y'all see that? What that say? Who that's breaking? You know what I'm saying? When you get on here, you show your body and dance and all that shit, man, and you know, man, that supposed to be the pride of your fucking life, man. You know what I'm saying? All this shit that you see going on now on it, that's how you know that the internet is full of trash and garbage and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if a man could commit a sin that's so bad that he could sleep with you with his eyes, then why the fuck would you want to show your body on the internet? That mean every man that ride past that motherfucker is sleeping with you, with his mind. Damn, she bad. I'll fuck her. Oh, I'll fuck her too. Oh, I'll fuck her too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and society is so fucked up that they taught y'all. When I was growing up, our grandmothers called it like a pocketbook, and you know what I'm saying? Shit like, don't let nobody touch your pocketbook. You know, we hear them talking to our sisters and shit like that. You know, we was growing up, you know, your body was real sacred to you when we was growing up. And we wasn't no motherfucking Muslims or nothing like that. We grew up Pentecostal. So, we was come as you are, but the women that I grew up around, bodies was real sacred to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't let too many men, they weren't too comfortable with walking around butt-ass naked with just a thong and a bra on. Now you got women that will walk outside like that. Like, I mean, I'm happy y'all proud of yourselves and all that, but if you show everybody everything, what your husband gonna have left for him? If everybody know how your body look, what do this man got to cherish? What do we have to walk in the house that's mine right there? I go work all day till I have a heart attack and die on the job for that. And y'all wonder why we ain't who we was when we was growing up, man. When we back in them days, who man was then. Because men have nothing they call their own, have nothing to cherish. You know, anything that we say is wrong, you know, is, you know, whatever. You know, but shit, it is what it is, man. I don't want to get into that type of subjects and talk about that shit, but man, a lot of that got to do with this, man. You know what I'm saying? You open this up, I'm telling you, this is the key. Right here, you'll never think like that again. You know why? Because I'm gonna show y'all a few of them. Show y'all a few of them. How you talk about the making of a slave and how the woman, you know, the woman is the key enterprise to all black families. This is what they not telling y'all, man. Okay, y'all want these strong black men, but they don't have what is needed to make them that, which is the strong black woman. You are the key. Believe it or not, no matter how much money the man go out there and make, if he can't come home to a full course meal and the shower already ran and all that shit, it doesn't matter how much money he's going to make, because in all reality, this man is somewhere fucked up in the head because he got to go cook for himself. He got to clean for himself. After he done went and did 10, 12 hours of long, hard work, climbing roofs, doing all this shit. This is what I'm saying. Like, society is so fucked up now that women feel like it's something wrong with playing a role. Like it's something wrong. Now, if a woman could protect us, then I get the fuck out the way. You know, if a motherfucker kick the door open right now and my woman ran to the door, who is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And go, baby, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But when shit really hit the fan, man, it takes a man. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in men being men. I don't even really believe in a woman even really working. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if that's if she an independent, strong black woman, yeah, she deserves to work because she don't have a man. So yeah, you work, you independent, you strong. But if you have a man, you know what I'm saying, and you working, then you really have like a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because men make enough money to take care of the house. Believe it or not, pay every bill. You know what I'm saying? Unless you ain't got no type of resume or something, like, I don't know, you know, unless you don't know shit. But me, see, I do construction, all type of shit. I done did all type of shit. So I can make enough money to take care of my whole motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying? So I like, even though, you know, I would expect for my woman to do something like with herself, like school or something, you know what I'm saying? Just don't sit around and not do nothing, you know what I'm saying? Do something shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, take a hobby and cook day. Like, ooh, she cold. Let me start some of these motherfuckers to my people at my job. Hey, look what my girl make. Look, she'll have this shit every Friday. Y'all want one? Let me put your order in. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. We can help each other out. You know what I'm saying? Different ways, man. It's just, we so fucked up in society right now, man. And then we can't even blame us. It's not even only us. It's them too. That's what's so sad. You get on this motherfucker now. That's how you know that the mental chains have been unlocked. You know what I'm saying? Because now, this not just us. This everybody as a whole. You see it. You see naked white women on this motherfucker all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? They doing the same shit. So it's not just us no more. You know, that 400 years of captivity, that shit is over with.
They said tell them how the men come before the children in the Bible school them, bro.
I mean, the man, that would happen because of a man working and all that. But real man, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Real man don't mind that. You know, real man don't, you know, feed them kids. When a real man come home, we automatically really don't want no meal probably. We probably want a beer or something. Sit down, open the newspaper or something. You know, motherfuckers' feet be hurting. So we automatically ain't finna come home and, you know what I'm saying, because we probably ate lunch and shit, you know what I'm saying? So some men probably look at you crazy if the kids ain't already ate. It's something wrong if I'm coming home and you gotta feed the kid, or if we having dinner together, that's cool. But how many families do y'all know have a fucking dining room table? Or half these women don't even have kitchen tables no more. This is where we have ended up at. Motherfucker have a shop ass, nice ass furniture set, nice little coffee tables and shit, bedroom cold, but they don't have a kitchen set because the family no longer matters.
If she's cooking, cleaning, and taking care of you, how is she just sitting around?
I mean, that's not just sitting around, you know, cooking and cleaning, but you know, you got time to do that shit. That ain't just sitting around. I ain't saying, I don't want to put it like that. I ain't saying that. I'm saying, like, you know, get you a hobby or something. You know, I don't want you to get bored. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to get bored. You know what I'm saying? I want you to, you know, learn how to do nails or something, you know, some hair or something. Get you something to do in your spare time. Don't just sit around and do nothing with your life, because what if I decide to leave? You know what I'm saying? They trying to, listen, what they trying to do is weaken us, okay? So after they done weakened us out and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, and feminized all the black men, then what are y'all going to have? If you could just tell your man to shut the fuck up, big, you know what I'm saying, and all this and that, and he do it, what would you have, right? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women want men that's going to stand up for them. A lot of women want men, but you got to remember, in these times and days, you'll get your man killed. For real. Because 9 times out of 10, everybody got a gun. So just imagine if you go out, do some crazy shit, another man say something to you. Now your man got to speak up, otherwise he going to look like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So in all reality, you can get both of y'all killed. Because there's men out here that will kill you and your man. Oh, bitch, I don't care. You got a man, kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't be thinking. You know what I'm saying? So women got to think just as much as a man got to think. You know what I'm saying? And as far as when it comes to, that's a whole job right there. I respect a woman that's doing her job. That's why I say doing your job. Cooking, cleaning, that's a whole job. That's why you getting rewarded. Why you think the man go home, right? He go to work, get off work. He'll probably give his woman his whole check. If she cook, clean, cook, all that, he probably here, baby, go pay them bills. Or y'all got a bank account, he just give you, here, do this, do that. Men still do that to this day. A man will do that. But see, men are scared. They are scared, you know what I'm saying? First of all, they don't really know if they can trust you. If you on the phone every day, all day, your body ain't nothing but what you got to offer and shit, and that's how they got you, then you for damn sure, we don't want to trust you in our house, or we can't trust you when we can't see you. Out of sight is out of mind. I met you on the phone. You know, we met, we got up and hit, you know what I'm saying?
The men on the wall in the homes and churches.
You said what?
Somebody wants you to talk about the Hebrew and Caesar, the men on the wall of the homes and churches.
Oh, that's Caesar Borges, man. Oh, Borges, whatever his name is. But that's Alexandra, I believe the 5th Pope's son. And yeah, that's the biggest trick that the devil ever pulled off, though. I don't want to get on that, but that's the biggest trick. If you look around, you ask yourself, man, the coldest thing that the devil ever did was made the world believe he was God. And I'm not talking about the devil in a physical plane. I'm talking about a mental plane. You know what I'm saying? How they made this this universal being that's bigger than man, bigger than nature. It's in us. We are the living temple. You know what I'm saying? And they took and made that a man. You know, now you see this hanging in a lot of African Americans or a lot of black folks' homes all across America and shit. And still to this day, they don't know that that is a real being. That is a real man. He had his father and mama. He was born here on this earth. They got nothing to do with Jesus. You know what I'm saying? His father wanted him to be remembered. You know what I'm saying? After his death. So he had him drawn in the image of Christ. And that shit been living on for centuries in these churches and all this shit. But yeah, though, man. You know what I feel is our biggest problem right now, and I hate to say this shit, but not giving back to each other, man, and not demanding our little mom and pop stores back and shit, the shit that's in our neighborhoods, man. You know, spending with others instead of spending with our own, you know, and not trying to build ourselves up. I feel like it's a big problem. Once we realize that the biggest weapon you can have is a book, and opening up a book and becoming a man, you know. See, the problem is with black men, you know, I had this problem too. You know, I'm a part of this. A problem with us is we don't realize that we are getting old, or that we don't mature until we like in our late 20s, early 30s. And that's a problem, you know? And that's got a lot to do with society now, and us not having men to raise us as men. You know, even though I had a great stepfather, you know what I'm saying? One of the greatest, he wasn't my father. So it was only so much that he could do and so much that I would listen to, you know? But with society right now, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just, we lacking raising our kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we try to be friends. We more friends to our kids, and we want to not hurt them right now in this minute, instead of not hurting them in the long run. And that's what's fucked up, because we would rather be friends with our kids and try to keep and love them and treat them like a friend, then they end up dead in the streets or something for not being hard on them, for not saying no. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Now society is way past that. Like, now you got kids raising kids, man. You got grandmothers 30 years old, 35 years old and shit like that. When I was growing, I'd never seen that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, society has changed a lot, man. Huh?
You gotta get Adrian off his live.
Who is he?
I don't know, he trolling.
I don't know the Adrian dude.
He getting into everybody in the comments.
For real. I mean, that's what they come and do, though, man. You know, the thing is with these people, man, they hate to see us build each other up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He said not a troll.
Ain't no way no Caucasian person want to see. You know, it's only so many. You know, because that's the problem with them, man. You know why they gonna self-destruct, because they don't want to lay down their pride, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible tells you that, you know, that them the ones, they gonna be the ones who gonna be damned. For sure, our fathers have inherited lies. You know what I'm saying? People see the truth right now. It's coming out. It's all around the world, man. You can't deny. The thing that they refuse, the thing that I don't like, is they refuse to talk about it. They see it every day. Oh, we the real Jews. We the real such and such. We the real. But they don't want to talk about it, you know. And it's been going on for years. But, you know, like the Most High says, you know, we wouldn't be rewarded nothing, for vengeance is His. You know what I'm saying? So through all this natural disaster and purification of the earth.
About Prince Charles last night, whatever he was talking about. You gotta start reading your comments, and everybody knows you.
Yeah. I did. I got him off there.
Okay.
But yeah, though, man, the best thing that we can do, man, is self-educate, man. You know what I'm saying? Self-educate. And then not only that, we got to try to be better, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing that we got to wait to do, man. This is something that we can wake up and do right then and there, man. We hold ourselves back, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like, with the people we around and the communities we be in, you got to think, man, when we move to better environments, it's not like you making yourself be like the Caucasian person, or it's not like you living like them. It's about bettering yourself and being here for your family and bettering your children, because you got to remember your children is your karma. That's what y'all got to remember, man. You know, that's something, a part of us that didn't ask to be here. And then what's going on right now is a lot of us is burying our kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad, and the only reason that we burying our kids is because we keep them in them environments, man. If we move out, You know what I'm saying? Left them places where they was. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices, man, that's bigger than you. Sometimes you got to stop and be like, man, let me get up out of here before I have to bury one of my kids. You know, sometimes you got to stop. A lot of us don't know what our kids even doing, what they doing. We ain't going through their phones. We ain't checking their book bags no more. We giving a lot of our kids too much privacy and shit, you know, and being their friends, like I said, man. And then when they die and something, a lot of us be, oh, such and such was this and that. He wasn't a bad kid. In all reality, yes, the fuck they was. Okay, they rob, steal, and kill people themselves. Okay, and us not knowing we don't know our kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Because even though you try to be a friend with your kids and shit, they only gonna tell you so much. They not gonna be it'll be some whole other shit. You'll be smoking and drinking with your kid the whole time. They robbing and killing. You know what I'm saying? You think this just a part of them, your kid that you know, or they come in, he might skip school a little bit. No, that boy doing more than that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole problem. We don't believe, man. We got to move our kids out these environments, man. I'm talking about 12, 13 years old, man. Right now, the worst place to be, and I hate to say this, but it's amongst our own people. Because they awaken right now. They shooken up. They in a frenzy. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know what's going on, so they going to self-destruct. And birds of a feather flock together. So with these people going through this awakening right now, it's the worst place to be is around them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to get out of the cities and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to move to, like, more open land. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be nowhere where, you know what I'm saying, it's danger on the block and motherfuckers hanging out and smoking and toting guns and all that shit. Your kids got to walk through these people to get home. You know what I'm saying? What do you think that they don't go become? They going to become a product of their environment. You know what I'm saying? That's why the best thing to do right now is to get up and leave here. And a lot of us don't want to talk about it, man. A lot of us don't want to go into what's real, but it's the truth, man. The worst place to be right now is amongst your own people. And you'll feel it. You can move from out of your home state, and then when you return there, it's like death, bad, destruction. Like when you return there, you might get into it with your old lady. You might get into it with people. Like, it's just like you listen to music you weren't listening to when you was back at home and shit. You doing things you weren't doing. You probably weren't even drinking. You drinking out with these people and shit like that. And every time you come to this place, this is what happened. And that goes to show you, man, that where the evilness lies. And even though it's amongst your own people, it hurts to separate yourself, but you gotta do that. You're gonna have to separate yourself, because if you don't, you might become one of those statistics, you know what I'm saying, that's dead or in jail, man. And that's what's really fucking us up right now, because we choosing to stay here. We choosing to stay, and and not even we ain't even, like I said, man, sometimes you gotta lay that shit down and make bigger decisions for other people, because sometimes you're not the only person that matters, man. Sometimes we think for self, and I don't even be thinking about these kids. It's all about I ain't leaving here, man. I ain't moving, all this and that. But sometimes you gotta be we, man. We gotta get up out of here. We gotta leave for my kids, for my my people. Even for your significant other. The life that they live. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta move to make things better for them. Sometimes, like a lot of things that's going on too that I want to speak on with our women is they letting our men get away with too much, man. Y'all, first of all, you want a strong man, that's gonna provide and shit. Be a woman, stand on shit, demand. When strong black women was demandful, how you think they got their bills and shit paid? Because they made sure that shit was done out the gate. Hey, look, we can kick it and chill and maybe even fuck, but you gonna pay this bill. You know what I'm saying? This how I grew up. This the type of shit that I seen. Now we don't see that. A woman to be in need and shit and won't even open their mouth. Man to come over, smoke with them, sleep with them, whatever. Garbage need to be took out. They don't even take the garbage out. Motherfucker come and go as they please. And a woman won't even say nothing about that. And this one, y'all got to get more demandable. You know what I'm saying? You can't be with society, because society right now is breaking us down. Whether y'all believe it or not, there's a war on your black men. Okay? Because if they somehow get all of us to turn to the fucking they talk, there's not a problem with dating a LGBT man or whatever, dating a trans. If there's not a problem with doing that, what problem do y'all think y'all gonna have in the near future? If there's not a problem with doing that, some of y'all gotta stand up for what y'all believe in y'all rights, man. Because some of y'all is double-minded. You want a strong black man, but then you with the LGBT shit. How you want a strong black man, but you helping society break down the men? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit, like with society too, and the gangster shit, all that shit. Women play a big part. A man will pull their pants up if you tell him They pull your pants up. What you say? You know, a man to do certain shit if you told him. You know, because a lot of these men been raised by their mothers anyway. They used to being told what the fuck to do by a woman. But it's just y'all done got so weak, man. Y'all done just let society just have us. Just have the man. Like, tear them down, beat them up. We don't need them. We don't need them niggas. Tear them down, beat them up. Lock him up, throw away the key. There's another one. You know, this the mind. You know, instead of trying to build and, you know, want something. Want to be a wife. Want a strong husband. Want the little white picket fence and the soccer van and shit like that. You know, certain shit. We don't want that no more, man. All of us, we got a bigger agenda, and I hate to look at it, but we are, if we don't do something now, you know, our future is really, really, really looking terrible with our kids, man. You know what I'm saying? The feminist shit. You know? You want a real man, demand that you get a husband. Stop looking for a nigga, a boyfriend. When you meet a person, hey, look, I'm letting you know right now, I'm looking for a husband. You gonna help me. I mean, if a man don't know, don't you know, we gonna do what we on shit. You ain't say nothing. Just like if my mama, you ain't say nothing. Some of these men are slow. You know, they smart, but they, you know, they need a strong black woman. Where do you think your place come in at? Where do you think your place come in at, though? Straight, seriously. You have a place, man. And it's to build. To build, you got to build that man up. You know, if he going to work and his feet hurt, I mean, you got to make sure his feet good the next day. You know, if he was at work and he got hungry, he overate, he didn't have enough food, you got to make sure he got enough food tomorrow. You know, you got to help build, you know what I'm saying? Let a man know. No, don't come in my house, sit on your, you know, a lot of women letting these men sit on their bed with their pants on and shit. That ain't how I was raised, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to have sex, but you ain't finna sit on my, a lot of y'all don't even, a lot of this shit that's going on just need to stop, period, man. Like all the invites to the house and all. I should know, man. I mean, shouldn't 7 people know where you live? You know how many people's life you put in danger? What if 3 of them niggas pull up at the same time? This don't make no sense to me, man. If you ain't finna be with this person, why not go to a hotel? You gonna have way more fun. And guess what? This nigga don't know where you live. Hell, if he ain't got to pay for it, you pay for it. It's simple. It's simple, man. A lot of shit that we seeing going on, man, and all this. Oh, it's stepdaddy season. Y'all see how these niggas killing each other and killing these women? Y'all better stop letting these fools around y'all kids. Is y'all crazy? Y'all better stop letting these fools around y'all kids. Is y'all crazy? A real man will come to you and ain't gonna be off no motherfucking Facebook. Nigga, if you was this good, why the fuck you ain't got a woman right now? A real man you gonna meet, you gonna know it's real when it's real. You gonna know when you can take him to your house. Because if he got kids, he gonna want to bring his. Oh, you got kids? Let me go get mine. That's how you know. You look at how a man treat his kids and he treat his mama, and you will know if he want the one for you. Because if he got kids and mama, you don't never hear about his mama, or he going to take out no garbage, going to do shit, or going to pay no, that ain't the man for you. If he ain't never with his kids and never, baby, you want to take the kids and go, that ain't the man for you. How the fuck you think he going to treat your kids? Huh? You think he going to help your son with his homework? He don't even know his fucking son or what his homework is. And then y'all say, it just ain't it. But it ain't all of us in the hole. It's just the ones you choose, you know. You so used to the last, you trying to make the other person who he was and who he is. It's like the same shit. You know, you got to go different places, meet different people. Go to Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Go to a library. I'm telling you, these going to be all different people. When you meet these people, you know, it might not be. You want the man that's going to steal from you, treat you like you ain't shit, smoke up all your money, ask you for $25. That's why you keep getting the motherfucker that ain't shit. That's not a man. That's a nigga. It's a coward, man. A motherfucker that don't even want to work, don't even want to learn how to work, don't want to use his hands, don't want to provide, don't even want to pay one bill. Go out here and risk their motherfucking life, you know what I'm saying, to go to jail and make 10 cents an hour when they could have been making $10 an hour. I ain't finna work for no $10 an hour, but go to jail and work for 10 cents. That don't even fucking make sense to me. You wouldn't work for $7 an hour out here, but you working for 5 cents a minute, an hour in this motherfucking jail. You gotta think of what you choosing, man. Motherfucker don't do nothing but club every weekend, every Friday. What you think? You think that's gonna be good for you in your relationship? Some of that shit get old, man. We get old. That ain't what we looking for, man. You got to let a motherfucker know what you want. Know what you want. In the next 5 years, where you see yourself. Right now, these people don't know where they see themselves. You ask a motherfucker, where you see yourself in 5 years, man? I want to own a house. That'll be the first thing a motherfucker say. No, I ain't dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you got to know what you want, man. Know what you're looking for. Have your mind made up, especially if you got kids. You know, if a man got a problem with you having your kids, that ain't the man for you. This nigga come over your house, he see you got garbage in your, he ain't taking your shit out. That ain't the man for you. He ain't trying to offer to do something with your kid, knowing that he's a troublemaker, knowing he doing bad shit. He ain't trying to offer you to do no after school programs, take him out, go do this and that, how the birds and the bees talk with him. That ain't the man for you. And it's the same thing with the men, because some of us are single fathers. That ain't the one, man. You know? But it's true. Hey, I'm being real, man. It's the truth, man. I'm telling y'all, y'all can deny this shit if y'all want to, but right now, society is real fucked up, man. Y'all can't tell me. I see this shit every day. I'm strolling down TikTok. It's ass all over my shit. I ain't never seen so much free booty in my life. Like, man, they gotta pay for porn no more, man. I mean, for what? Or gotta pay for shit. Like, this shit is free. You know what I'm saying? That $40 scene, that shit free. Some of these women will take $40. It's a weed or something. That shit is free. Don't nobody cherish themselves. Cherish their body or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Cherish just nothing. A conversation. Some women, a lot of women that think they bad, no, them ain't the bad ones. You a bad idea, okay? The bad ones is hard to talk to, okay? You're going to have to really do something to, like, you know, get this woman's attention, man. You're going to have to work for it. You know what I'm saying? But see, the thing with us, when we work for it, we get it and shit, we don't keep it, man. We get it and we get it and we be, you know, that's the problem with us, man. You know, we don't realize that shit one woman to do until we late 20s, 30s. I'm tired. I just deal with this one for the rest of my life. That's what's sad about black men. You know, we don't understand that until we, man, been with this woman out, let me go on here. And a lot of women ain't demanding to be wives now. Demand to be a wife. Be a wife. Why would you want to be a baby mama? Why would you want to be a girlfriend? Be somebody's wife, man. You don't think it's gonna feel good? Let me ask my husband. Let me call my husband. Maybe my husband. Come on now. Same thing with the man. Man, I don't know if let me ask my wife, man. That don't seem like it feel beautiful. Like that's something like. Come on now, man. Demand that shit. Who want to be a boyfriend, girlfriend all their motherfucking life? Hell no, man. Nobody want that. Be real, man. Stop lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even if it ain't your kids, daddy. It's people out here that'll be great stepfathers, you know, just people out here that ain't had kids and shit they would love to be, you know. Just gotta keep your baby daddy out of shit. If he ain't there, he ain't there. But if he is there, make sure the men know each other. Make sure they get an understanding, you know what I'm saying, whatever. He know his place, I know mine. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit, man. It's a lot of women play a big part in all these situations. It's just y'all done just forgot, man. That shit sad. Y'all just gave us up. Y'all just said fuck us. Y'all don't need us. Sad, y'all need us. Sad. But thanks for coming, man. Thank y'all. Love all y'all. Thanks for all the gifts, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I see y'all back here, you know, one day, you know, hopefully we gonna bust some more of these books open, you know, speak on some more of this shit. I really don't be doing this no more, but yeah, I'm thankful that y'all came, man. Hopefully y'all be back. You know what I'm saying? For real.